Pussy.
Welcome to the Korn and Kock podcast,
Wow.
episode 57.
This is 57?
This is 57, yeah.
I thought this was like 51. Holy crap.
Nah, dude. 56
Wow.
was the last one we did with Brock.
Oh, right. Hold on. I'm going to look that one up right now. What was that one called again?
I think it was called like a Titanic failure or something like that. I don't remember. All I know is that it had something to do with the Titanic.
I do remember that. Now, just to start off, this is how we're going to open it. Who titled that? And whose turn is it to title the next one? I was thinking about this all day. It's called a Titanic Gorilla.
I was close enough.
Wow.
Let me adjust my volume a little bit. There, I can be louder. I think Brock named that one. Either that or he put up an idea and you're like, I veto that. I'm gonna change it to a Titanic Gorilla.
Why do you think I vetoed it?
I don't flippin' know.
All right. Well, I think you should title this next one.
Yeah, I'll call it. It literally took us 30 minutes to get started.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, because I called right at 9 o'clock, and that's when we got this whole thing started.
Oh my fucking god. OBS sucks. It's really bad.
What does it stand for?
Oh, bullshit. No, it's like outstanding bullshit.
Outstanding? What's outstanding about it?
How shit it is?
The early reviews I got of that thing, it doesn't sound very outstanding to me.
Unfortunately, it's like the only like software. Well, it's not the only one, but it's like one of the only softwares you can actually do this kind of stuff with. So like, it's like a you hate it but you're stuck with it type deal.
Okay, so rather than outstanding, it's standing out in a negative way.
Oh,
See what I did there?
Pussy.
No bitches?
Bruh.
yeah,
Oh
I
my God.
have a soundboard now. Oh, Stone, you're gonna fucking love this.
Oh, what do you got?
You're gonna love this.
All right.
Check this shit out.
I'm waiting.
Hey dude, you got a copy of Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights for me? I thought I left it here last time I came over to your house, but now I really need it back, dude, please.
How was that? How was that?
What was that? Was that you?
Yeah, that was a voice changer. Not only is there a soundboard, but you can also change your voice. So I can have it be like vocoded. I could be like in a cave. I'm like, hey, it's Cave Song by Bank Heist.
Cave Song. I remember that little demo we were working on.
Yeah, like there's like a whole bunch of them. It's very funny. Let's try Robot.
Does it do that with my voice as well?
Unfortunately, no. It's only whoever like has the program. But you just stood at attention.
You were
No,
all like,
I didn't.
You were all like, what the fuck? He's
I
a
had my
robot
hands
now.
up in the air like this. This is what managers do when they get a call that goes against them.
Anyway,
Oh, okay. So what program do I have to get?
it's called Voice Mod.
I'm not gonna get that.
I'm not.
Whoa!
Then why jazz?
What the hell was that? You hear that?
What?
Oh, Ben messaged me. I heard I got a noise in my earphones. Oh wow.
Got a little scared there, a little freaked out, but
Yeah, seriously, me too.
But yeah, but for the sake of keeping everybody sane watching this, I'm gonna like not use the voice thing a lot unless it's like for a comedic moment.
You better use those drops though.
How's it going, dude? Staying away from the alcohol?
Wow, I can't.
Got that one from Game Grumps.
Man, oh man. All right. We got a lot to cover, and
we
not
sure
a lot
do.
of time to do it.
Oh fuck. Excuse me while I'm eating. I'm sorry, I haven't had dinner or like anything to eat all day, so I'm eating food. So I'm not apologizing to you, Stone. I'm apologizing to the people.
Well, that's okay. You didn't see what I just did now, but the people, when you go back and edit this, and people who watch this just saw what I did. So, future you, that was for you. Future Alex, not you. Just whatever. Anyways, we're back. The last podcast we did was before May. Is it April or March?
Didn't you just have it pulled up?
Let me look. Well, yeah, because if you can't hear my computer, I guess I can pull up any video. All right. You want to guess the date? Guess the date. Jeez, you hear that voice crack? Guess the date.
May 7th.
Nope, March 14th.
Fuck.
Oh, I thought you said balls.
Well, I could say balls. I could also say
Pussy.
Yes, that's very true. So anyways, we're back.
we are.
So if it's March 14th, and March is the third date, this is August, so it's over 5 months. Almost, there it is, 5 months, and now we're back.
We've been through a lot. I moved. I'm in a different location now.
Where are you at?
I'm in, fuck it, I'll say it, Maricopa, Arizona.
Nobody, you can say what city you're from. I'm in Phoenix. All right? We're only the 6th most populated city in the country. Good luck finding me. How many people live in Maricopa? Like 40?
Like, I mean, you're not far off. That's why I wanted to kind of be like, if you throw a stone, it'll probably end up like somewhere near where I live.
Throw a what?
A stone.
I take offense to that.
Bruh.
No. Hey, don't use drops against me. That was my idea.
Don't worry. Next time we hang out, I can like show you how this works. I can maybe like set you up with something so you can have your own drop. So you can be like, flush it.
So you could be, you can give me like 10 drops that I can use, and then next week I'll get like an extra 5 or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, this one's one of my favorites. Check this one out.
Helicopter, helicopter.
No, the song. I don't know the song title, but you know the song that I'm talking about. That you played it. Just play it. Play the clip.
Oh, play the clip.
Yeah.
雪花飘飘，北风萧萧。
It's such a fucking. It's just.
It's so damn good.
It really.
It really is. Wow. All right.
So yeah, I moved very far away. I'm like an hour away from everybody now, so I can't really see anybody. And Stone has a very labor-intensive job in which he's working all the fucking time. So getting together for podcasts is hard. So we had to take a small hiatus, but now we're recording, so we're back.
Can I just say I can't stop looking at myself in the little corner. I know I have to look in the camera.
I have a really bad problem with that. So like, yeah, like it's really difficult because you want to see what you're doing to make sure you're not doing anything stupid. Like subconsciously, you're not like picking your nose or like shitting yourself.
Well, hold on a second. When I play drums, I notice my tongue will slowly just creep out of my mouth. And pretty soon, while I'm playing, you just see this. And my tongue is just sticking out.
Well,
so I have to, like, bring it back in. And then it slowly just comes back out. And I gotta bring it back in again.
Well, don't most drummers, they make faces when they're drumming, you know? Like Lars Ulrich, he's the king of faces. He's got, like...
Well, I know, yeah, he's going, like, all that stuff. But your tongue just, like, slowly going rogue and just coming out of your mouth. Mouth? Jeez, that'll be fun to listen to. I don't know. But you're not going to subconsciously, like, pick your nose or, like, put your hand in your pants and smell it and go like, oh, sorry, the camera's on.
Oh,
it was on autopilot.
Sorry.
I was on autopilot for a second. Yeah. Can you love that your background is just a white wall and you got my hockey jerseys, my AC, the blanket that covers the window that kind of keeps the light out, my Coyote shirt, if you can see it right there. Oh, I can point to it. That's kind of cool.
I sure as shit want to win.
Hey, you see the...
They never will.
Anyway, sorry.
You see, you know what that is right there?
That is, well, that's for the yellow thing. That's from Monsters Inc., right?
Well, yeah, I wasn't pointing at that. I was pointing the thing behind it.
Oh, I can't see that. Wait, hold on. Let me minimize myself so I can see it. Oh shit. Yeah, I turned off my camera. Now you can't see me, but I can see what was behind it. I see a little blue box and a treasure chest. Davy Jones' treasure chest. Oh, well, you can see me, but like on the capture, you can't see me.
Oh.
It's like I have to press on a little arrow to send me to the shadow realm.
Oh.
I like.
The Shadow Realm.
Yeah, so they saw what's on the table. What's on the table, bro?
It's Davy Jones's chest.
Does that thing actually
Well,
Does that thing actually like do anything, or is it like is it a light? Is it like a thing you put stuff in?
It's a radio. It's a CD player, and when you put a CD in it, it lights up like Davy Jones's heart, like in the movie. I guess it doesn't light up in the movie, but either way.
Didn't we talk about? We did talk about that on a Korn and Kock episode. How I said that apparently I've watched every single Pirates of the Caribbean film, and I don't remember anything about any of them.
You watched all 5 of them?
Well, okay, I know for a fact I did not see the latest one, the 5th one.
Yeah.
With what's his face, Salazar or whatever his name is.
Captain Salazar.
No, that's from Resident Evil 4. Fuck. Yeah, all I know is that like Davy Jones is in the second one, and he goes Calypso and then dies.
Well, that's in the 3rd one, but spoiler alert. Sorry, but whatever.
They've been out for years. You had your chance to see them.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that argument, though, because there are a lot of people that haven't seen a movie, and it's not even a big one, but it's like an underground one. Like When a Stranger Calls. And you're like, I'm going to watch this movie, and someone spoils it. And you go, why? And they go, like, it's been out since 1979, bro. It's on you at that point. Oh, okay. Really? How come that argument doesn't work on opening night for a movie? You should have seen it. You should have came to the theater 8 hours earlier.
Well, there's a difference between, oh, you haven't seen it yet? It came out last week. And, oh, you haven't seen it yet? It came out 15 years ago.
Yeah, but either way, it's like, why am I being punished? I didn't do anything. I walked into the room. And now I'm getting punished for something that I didn't even do. There are people who actually do things and don't get anything. I didn't do anything, and movies are being ruined. They're being ruined.
I guess it's different for me because I don't give a shit if people spoil stuff for me. Like, I've always been of the mind that it's like, oh, I don't give a shit if you tell me the ending to this. Because, like, part of my enjoyment of something is getting to the end. Like, the journey is just as enjoyable for me as the payoff is. So if I know what the payoff is, if I don't know what the journey is like, I'll still enjoy the journey and enjoy seeing how you get to that point, you know? And I know that's not like it is for everybody, but that's just how it is for me. I don't know. It's just like I'm sure there's like some people who are like, oh, I genuinely couldn't see this movie and like I didn't have a way to see it. Like before, like when it was like Blockbuster existed and you like, oh, I can't rent this movie because it's already been rented out and someone spoiled it for you. It's like, oh, I didn't have a chance to see it. Like that makes sense. But the fact that like fucking every movie in existence is like on some kind of streaming platform now, and streaming platforms are like the way to watch stuff now. Like it seems like if a movie came out like 15 plus years ago and it had a big twist and you get spoiled it and you're like, dude, I haven't seen that yet. It's like, it's been out for 15 years. Come on.
No, I think you're just being a dick at that point, and you're just being a dick. But this isn't like Titanic. First of all, real life events are different, because if you're watching a movie about JFK and you're like, oh yeah, JFK, you know, ending's sad, you know, he dies. It's like, well, don't spoil it. It's like, that's a historical lesson. You learn about it in school. Titanic, the ship sinks. There's no spoiler for that movie. I guess there kind of is if you want to get technical about it. But I'm looking at my movies right now. Let's say I wanted to watch
Phone Booth.
Great example. If I want to watch Phone Booth. If I want to watch Phone Booth, and you're going like, oh, Phone Booth, oh, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I go, what'd you do that for? You didn't say anything until I brought it up. So I think, in this case, you are just being a flat-out dick. And the only somewhat excuse is, well, the movie's been out since 2002. You should have seen it.
Well, okay. All right. You know what? I'll give that to you. Spoiling it, I'd say, yeah, that's a bit of a dick move. But, like, if someone's like, "Oh, don't talk about it. I haven't seen it yet." It's like, well, then go fucking talk about. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just talking about like general things about the movie.
No, this is where I disagree, because I've had people, including Russell. Remember a couple years ago where I'm like, "Hey, I might actually play Silent Hill 2." What did Russell want to talk about? Nothing but Silent Hill 2, and he talk about the plot, and I'm like, Russell, stop talking about it, because people talk about it, and then it slips out, and they spoil it, and you go, dude, I told you. Why did you keep doing it? You couldn't just be a bro. You couldn't just be a homie and just shut up about it and let me go home and watch the damn thing.
I guess.
What do you mean you were there in the room? I had to leave. I had to leave the room because Russell would not stop talking about it.
No, I agree with you on that point, but I mean, like, I guess generally, like, you make a decent point. I just still think it's like, if you want to do something or watch something, watch it and just watch it. Like, I don't like all these people who are like, "Oh, I don't have time for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm busy." No, you're fucking not. Watch it.
Really? How's that Scooby-Doo video coming along?
I'm leaving the call.
Oh,
I'm leaving the call.
He's busy. He's busy because he can't edit it because he's busy doing whatever he's doing.
Hey, where's your next drum cover?
I got 2 filmed. They have to just be edited. I was actually thinking about that the other day.
Oh, so you're saying that you've been too busy to edit them, huh?
No, I've been too lazy. No, I've had free time.
Shut up.
I've had the free time. I'm just so damn tired at the end of the day. I don't want to sit in front of a computer and just, like edit the thing. That's what it is. Fair. Or just like editing it or whatever. It's one of those two. It's crackhead or, oh my God.
It's one of those two, yeah.
But no, yeah. Look, the bottom line is, if someone says, "I'm watching this movie later," don't just spoil it and be a dick and then try to like victim shame them. Like, "Oh, you should have seen it." Oh, really? Really? Maybe just don't say anything. Or maybe just say, "Hey, leave the room because I'm going to spoil the shit out of this movie." Give them a 10-second warning, a fair warning by Van Halen. And if they don't get out the room quick enough, then that's on them. How about that? That's a fair compromise.
I mean, I guess, but then you always run the risk of the people being like big butthurt about it, and they're like, "Oh, I do not want to. I do not want to leave the room. I want to stay and listen." And it's like, well, fucking, we want to talk about it.
Well, that's the thing. You give them a warning. Hey, we're going to talk about this. Dude, I remember over 10 years ago, I was listening to a Rooster Teeth podcast, and they were talking about Breaking Bad. And they said, "This is major spoilers. If you want to watch the show, stop listening to it." And I stopped listening to it, and I never went back and finished it. It was like 30 minutes left. That's what you do. You give out a warning. We're going to talk about this. You might want to leave the room. Or on this podcast, we're going to talk about this. So skip ahead or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. That's all we're asking. That's all the simpletons like myself are asking for. I'm going to watch this stupid movie. I'm going to watch The Raven with John Cusack, and I don't want you to say anything about it. Anything about it. That's all I ask for.
I didn't even know that was a movie.
It's a pretty good movie. Not great, but John Cusack's got a few funny parts where he just yells really loud. He's a good yeller. No. Either way, let's go to a new segment I created about 5 minutes ago.
It's called Pussy.
No. It's called I Won't Be Back.
What?
You ready for this?
Where are you going? What the fuck?
I got to get you on the edge of your seat. This is where, in this segment, we look at how many followers Alex has. And why it's called I Won't Be Back is because whatever the previous number was is gone and won't be back. So right now, you're at 90.4. So that's 90,400 followers.
I'm sure we talked about it in the last podcast. I wonder what it was at when we were at that podcast. Like what the number was.
Well, this is the segment. I won't be back. So, why don't you have a calendar in your room?
I have one on my computer. I don't have one in my room, no.
Well, get a calendar or a piece of paper and put it on the wall. Just get a calendar. No, you can't get a calendar. Just get a piece of paper and write
Yeah. I'll just leave
Something-
for 20 minutes, go to the Walgreens, grab a calendar, and I'll be back. You could just be left to your own devices for a while.
And I'll just stare at the camera. No, but just, what is it, Sunday? Right now, 90.4. And then next Sunday, it might be 95. So there you go. It's an increase of 5,000. I remember in the beginning of the year, you're like, I'm not going to get to 100,000. Maybe like 75. And I'm like, dude, really?
I blew past 75. That's crazy.
I know. And I was saying you're going to blow past. And you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And look what happened.
Honestly, it's pretty cool. If anybody who follows me on Twitter is watching, you're pretty cool. But don't DM me. I'm gonna be serious right now. I get this all the fucking time, Stone.
What?
So like people will just like, for some reason on Twitter, or just like in general, I guess online, people have this aversion to just getting straight to the point when asking someone something. They feel like they have to start the conversation with small talk. And it's like everyone, like every day, I shit you not, every single day, I get at least 3 message requests, new message requests from people. And they're like, hi. And that's it. And you know what I do? I delete them. And you want to know why? Because I know they either want something from me, they want to fucking like role play with me, or they want like, they just want to be friends. And I'm going to be honest, I don't want really to. It's not that I don't want to be friends, but it's like, it's a little strange to come into someone's DMs and be like, let's be friends. And it's like, oh, okay, let's go right along with it. It's a little strange. And it's why can't people just like, if you're thinking about messaging someone, just get to the point. Like, be like, hey, I would like to commission you for artwork. Or, hey, I would like to tell you this. Or, hey, I would like to do this. Please, like people appreciate that so much more than just like, hi, how are you? Oh, how are you? Oh, is your fucking pet, is your pet squirrel doing okay? I hope he's stored enough nuts for the winter. Like, your face this entire time, you're just like,
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, if they want to be friends, that's one thing. What if they say hi? What if they're eventually gonna ask you for a commit? Isn't that what you want? Just why don't you just say to them, look, enough with the chit chat or the bullshit. What do you want? What do you want me to draw?
That's what I usually, if I'm in the right state of mind, like I'm not like being an asshole that day. Like, I'm sorry, I am kind of an asshole. But if I'm not an asshole, I'll be like, can I help you with something? What do you need? And they'll usually be like, do you have commissions open? I'll be like, not right now. I'm kind of busy doing stuff. And I know as like I'm turning down money, but like it's just, I suck at keeping up with commissions, and it's a bad habit of mine. I'm really trying to work on that. But like also working on a comic and like all that other stuff. It's just
But it's your job though, isn't it?
You know what?
Pussy!
I'm just saying, you're essentially admitting, yeah, a third of my job, I don't want to do it. I'm not very good at it.
Well, as soon as something turns into a job, you just like, you
what? You
don't
quit
wanna-
and go to the next
yeah,
one?
you quit. I'm not doing art anymore. I'm going to go work at a firm.
I'm just saying, if this were a job interview or I was asking you, so what have you done in the past? I think I'd look at you and be like, hey, you know what?
They wouldn't hire me anyway because I draw boobs and stuff on Twitter.
No, I'd be like, what? You're turning down money? Why? Why are you doing that?
Well, here's the thing. Like, and
Yes?
this isn't to necessarily shit on anybody in specific, but a good chunk of people who ask for commissions are usually like either furries or like people who are into like fetishy stuff. And that's not everybody. And if someone watches this, like, that's not really the reason why I'm turning down anybody's commissions. But like, I've gotten a lot before where it's like, I want you to draw my character doing this, and I'm kind of like, I'm happy you're paying me money, but I don't really enjoy. I'm very much a person who only likes to do things that they enjoy, which isn't life. Like, that's obviously a fucking warped view, and I shouldn't have that. I totally see that. But as of right now, I'm just like a guy who's like, oh, you want me to draw you a transformer? I suck at drawing robots. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do that for you. Like, it's also a thing of, I feel like I'm going to let them down because I know that I'm not very good at drawing those types of things. And when they get it, they're going to be like, I spent $50 on this? Are you fucking serious? I want my money back.
Well, hey, you got $50 out of it. Who cares?
I know, but, like, I don't ever want anybody to, like, commission me and then go, like, I wasted my money. Like, that's a big, that's... And I might not even ever know that they said that. They might never,
But
like,
you got the money.
I know, but it's a personal pride thing, like a personal like responsibility thing. Like I don't want to feel like I let somebody down. That's all.
If I was your agent or manager, I'd be losing my shit right now. I'd be like, dude, you're turning down money for pride because someone might think, hey, this is kind of mid, bro. You got $50. That's great. Run like hell, like Pink Floyd, and get out of there. Come on, man. If someone asked me, can you do a drum cover of Hot for Teacher? I'll pay you $100. Just do whatever. And I did it, and they said this sucked. I got $100. I don't give a shit. I'll move on to the next one. And someone says, cover Bleed by Meshuggah. Just do whatever. Here's $100. I'm doing it.
What you do a split view, so like the one recording, it's you doing like the do.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other one is you with your hands on the bass pedals going
with my hands in my shoes to make it look like feet.
Yeah,
so it's like that.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
You could do it that. Would anyone know or care? Probably not.
They would notice. They might be so insulted they might respect me a little bit. But let me give you an example about why I heavily disagree with this take.
All right.
100 years ago, when I worked at Harkins.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually going to talk about some historical event that happened 100 years
ago. No, I'm not. But I was in the break room eating Burger King, and it was like 8 o'clock, 8:30, and I had been there. What?
Of course you were eating Burger King.
Yeah. Well, it's full circle. So I'm in the break room. It's like 8:15. I'm eating Burger King, and I'm watching Ed, Edd n Eddy on Facebook or whatever. And no headphones too, because I didn't have money to buy headphones, I guess. And it's like blaring loud. And one of the new girls, she was like 17, 18, like super young, walked in to clean the break room. And I was kind of I didn't turn the volume down or anything like that. I just kept playing it.
Based?
Ed, Edd n Eddy, okay?
Based?
Like the actual cartoon, just blaring it.
Hello, bass department?
And she's cleaning it, and she looks at me, and she goes like, is that Ed, Edd n Eddy? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, why are you watching that show? That show's for kids. And I looked at her, and I'm like, it's for kids? Have you watched it recently? It's fucking hilarious. And you know what she did? Nothing. She was so shocked that I defended it and said, have you watched it? It's really funny. She just turned around and left. And you know what? She probably went out to all of her other people and all her coworkers and friends. Was like, you wouldn't believe this weird guy named Stone was watching Ed, Edd n Eddy. He's watching cartoons. Hey, but you know what? After that, a lot of people came up to me and they're just like, dude, I love Ed, Edd n Eddy. Like, I watched that show all the time when I was younger. And then people started like embracing it. So who gives a crap what other people think? Hey, did I lose out on some maybe hot chick that heard like, oh, he likes cartoons? Oh, never mind. Yeah, maybe. I don't know about it. But whatever. Think whatever you want. And you know what? I bought the complete series of Courage the Cowardly Dog on DVD 2 years ago. Great purchase. All right? No money involved in that story, though.
Well, here's another thing. I'm also super fucking lazy, so I don't want somebody to get a commission and like 8 months later they're like, Well,
I mean, if you...
I once made one of my friends wait 2 fucking years for a commission. I felt so fucking... Dion is still waiting for his fucking art. Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude,
Dion's
I remember...
still waiting for his art. I need to make it... Yeah, and are you going to bring up the emblem thing? Are you going to bring up the emblem thing?
What emblem thing?
The one where you were like, hey, make an icon for me for Rush Bauer. And I was like, okay. And then 3 weeks later, you're like, dude, where is it? And I'm like, I'm working on it. And you're like, make it tonight or you're not getting the money. I made it that night.
Yeah, that's what it came down to. You got to play hardball. Like, hey, tomorrow 10 p.m. I want it, or you ain't getting this $20. Magically, I got it. Who would have thought?
The only problem is that you can't really do that with strangers with commissions. You can't really be like, they're like, oh, I'll pay you when it's done, because then you work on the art and you finish it, and then you give it to them, and they can just block you and leave and not pay you. Like, for commission work, like, online, like, with friends, it's different, obviously, because, you know, I fucking see you all the time. And, like, if I were to short you like that, you'd kick my ass next time we hung out. But with an online person, you don't know who the fuck they are, and then you make this artwork for them, and they don't pay you, and it's like, what can you do? Complain about it? That's not going to make the money show up.
Well, let me just say this. If we were roommates, and you were saying, God, money's so tight right now, and I'm like,
and then I was completely ignoring these like, commissions.
Yeah,
yes, I get it.
I think I'd look at you and I'd say like, you know what? You remember when we got Jimmy John's for lunch earlier that day? And we drove by that park. There's this park bench that would look lovely, and I think I'm gonna put the down payment for you to stay on that park bench. And
your new home,
and you're gonna be living there starting 10 minutes from now.
Right now, pack your shit, shit, fam.
But I'm also, I hear this and I probably imagine a couple $100, but if you're like, oh, it's probably like a couple thousand I'd be like,
no fucking way, no fucking way.
I'd be like, I'd make this face at you for like 20 minutes, just going like,
I've been scratching my face this entire time.
I've been looking at myself in this little box the whole time.
The thing is, it's like, you ever watch like an interview and like people, like if they need to scratch their face or anything, they like take their pinky finger and they like gently like rub it, and then that's the only thing they do the entire time. Like, how do people deal with like their face itching and shit? Like, if I have an itch, I'm gonna scratch it no matter how weird it looks. But it's like, is that not normal? Is that like not a normal, like, obviously you're not going to scratch your fucking balls when you're at a job interview, but if your nose itches, are you not going to go like that? Or does that make you look weird?
Well, yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to pull a Dr. Evil and go like this or something? Or look, if your nose itches, just go like that. Your beard itches, maybe just kind of like, maybe put your head down and kind of go like this.
I also,
don't go like this.
What's fucking sad? What's fucking sad is, if you've ever watched any, I don't think you have, but and I don't blame you, because why would you? These videos of like these, so you know, there's like a convention for like game speedrunning, right?
I know now.
Okay, well, a lot of very interesting people go to those, and a lot of people like they have live streams and stuff, right? And like it shows crowds of people just like sitting there, and there's like. There's always some guy in the crowd who's always like sitting there, like kind of hunched over with their shoulders kind of concave, and they're like twirling their beard hair. And I do that all the fucking time, and I'm like, I'm not like them. I don't want to be like them. Why am I twirling my beard? It's like a tick I have. Like, it's like a tick that I like. If I'm not doing anything with my hands, I just like play with my beard. And it's like, but.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But is that? But I'm wondering if I'm probably being like stupid and making assumptions. But like, is that like beta cuck behavior? It's like, oh, if you sit there and you're like twiddling your beard. Beta?
Whoa, dude, how is scratching your beard a beta cuck move?
I don't know.
This is almost like, hey guys, I can't hang out tonight. My girlfriend's sick. I'm gonna stay back. Oh, pussy whip. Really? We've lowered ourselves that much. Scratching your beard is now a beta cuck move. Again, unless you're watch me. If you're looking at somebody like this and you scratch your beard like this with your wrist, yeah, something's wrong with you. But if you're just like doing whatever with your fingers or even just twirling, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Every once in a while, I'll be in public and I'll be like, wandering eyes looking at stuff, and I'll look at someone. Not stare at someone, but like my eyes will like go over to someone. I'll look at them, and the moment I do, they look over at me. And what I'll do is I'll pretend like my beard was itching, and I'll go like that, and then like go back to a neutral position. And I feel like that's a beta, like that's a very beta move. It's like just fucking look at him and be like wait.
Okay, look, there is someone in our group who lives his life.
Shall not be named.
Yeah, shall not be named. Who lives his life on a beta level measure or whatever. Like, oh, that's a beta cuck move. You don't want to live like that, scratching your beard in public or doing whatever. There's no way in 50 lifetimes I could have ever imagined that would be something that people would be like, oh, dude, you don't want to go out with that guy. Why? Look how he scratches and plays with his beard. Like, come on now. Come on. Nobody notices that. I never would have noticed that until you told me. Now that you told me, I'm going to notice it. That's why you don't say anything about it.
Silence is golden, I guess.
Yeah,
Silence is golden, but duct tape is silver.
Well, get ready for this transition. What's the last song you listened to?
Shit. What's on my phone? Give me a second.
We're bringing it back.
Ooh, you'll like this. On my way home from Zane's house the other day, I listened to most of the Divine Wings of Tragedy.
No, what'd you think?
I re-listened the 3 songs, reheard the 3 songs at the beginning. I really like the second one, the lies. I really like that one. That one's really good. At some point, I was like, did we get to the actual song, The Divine Wings of Tragedy?
No,
and
that's...
I was like, I found out which one it was, and like just as I was pulling into my driveway, I looked at the phone and I'm like, oh, I just started that one. Fuck. Yeah. That's a 20-minute song, dude.
Yeah,
and I'll listen to the rest of it soon, but like I really enjoyed it. It's fun.
The whole album, like how much of the album did you listen to?
Like literally, like when I left, I turned it on, and as soon as I pulled into my driveway, I was like about 5 minutes into Divine Wings of Tragedy.
So how about that beginning with like all those vocals layered on top of one another?
Oh yeah, where it's like "Welcome to the Sea of Paradise" or whatever he says. I like that. Oh, you mentioned what was that one song where it's like "Cursed all who disturb the Pharaoh's sacred land" or whatever.
The Witching Hour.
That might be it. How long is that song? Because it felt like it went on for like really like a long ass time. I thought that was the Divine Wings of Tragedy song because it kept going and going and going. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, but it kept going and going and going.
Let me
pull it up.
Look it up really
While
quick.
you look it up, I'm gonna go grab another Dr. Peeper. I'll be right back.
All right. So what? I don't want to look up the lyrics. What Alex is talking about is the Divine Wings of Tragedy by Symphony X. And Symphony X is a very underground progressive metal band from, I believe it's New Jersey. Let me double check. It's like Middletown, New Jersey. Middletown, New Jersey. Got it. I got to get a better clap than that. That's great. So, Divine Wings Tragedy, 1996. You know how underground this band is? You can't even get an exact release date. It just says November 1996. And part of me doesn't even think that's correct. I'm just doing a little intro for Divine Wings of Tragedy. So the album goes Of Sins and Shadows, which I consider a Symphony X classic, but it's not my favorite. I enjoy it. Sea of Lies is the one you're talking about. Lies. That one's really good. Out of the Ashes is one of my favorites. There's The Accolade. That one's 9 minutes. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, because that one starts off like there's no vocals until like 3 minutes in, right? Like it's like it starts off all like mellow and like very whimsical.
I don't remember the middle part of that album. I don't really remember, except for The Witching Hour. But it has The Accolade, Pharaoh, The Eyes of...
Pharaoh.
Was that the one?
That must have been the one.
I don't remember how that one went.
Because that one has a lyric where it's like, "Curse all you who come across the Pharaoh's tainted land," or whatever.
Sounds like Symphony X.
I like that one.
So then there's Eyes of Medusa, The Witching Hour, Divine Wings of Tragedy, and that should have been it, but they ended it with Candlelight Fantasia, which is a sin. If I don't even want to get into it, but
That is a certified moment.
it is like, why would you end the album with Candlelight Fantasia? Make it the song before it. It's just, yeah. But anyways, did you listen to the whole song Divine Wings of Tragedy?
Not yet.
All right. It's the beginning's cool. Part 1 and part 2 are pretty solid. The ending's really good because there's a part where it's just keyboard and then it's keyboard and vocals and it's like beautiful. But yeah, it's a good album. It's not one of my favorites.
However, that is not the last thing I listened to. I just wanted to tell you that I listened to it.
All right.
That's the last thing I fucking listened to. Yoshi Village from Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, which is literally just a remix of the Yoshi's Island for Super Nintendo title theme. Da, 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 da. It's good. It's good. You're like, yeah, jamming
It's good.
out. All right.
Last thing I listened to was The Dogs of War by Pink Floyd.
You've been doing Pink Floyd Sundays.
Yeah, and I got it on my little list here. But before that, what was the last thing you watched?
Movie, video, like, are you talking specifically movies?
It could be any video, movie, TV show, YouTube video.
Okay, I've been watching a lot of Mr. Beast. Like, I didn't understand what, like, the hype was, and then I started watching him. And I'm like, all right, look, I know it's like most of his views are from like little kids on their fucking iPads at Macaroni Grill, like Mr. Beast. But like, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
I respect the content because like he's still giving away exorbitant amounts of money, and you know what I didn't know? He had Gordon Ramsay on a fucking episode he made, and it was fucking hilarious because Gordon Ramsay was just acting like he normally does.
Yeah.
Like, so he wasn't like screaming and yelling, getting mad, but he wasn't like super tame either. He was like he still cussed a little bit, and he was still like, oh Jesus, like what the fuck are you doing? It was funny. It was funny. It was cool. And I don't know, like he just seems like I don't want to say down to earth because how can anybody be super down to earth when they literally make like millions and millions and millions of dollars? Like literally have more money than fucking God. But I mean, they're fun. They're decent. They're decent videos. They're entertaining at least. At least it's like even if it's like, oh, what do? They filled an entire backyard full of those fucking little beads that you throw in water and they grow in size. It's like, oh, well, obviously the whole backyard didn't get flooded, but I mean, they're still fucking around. Like, it's fun. Like, it reminds you of when you used to do stuff like that as a kid. Like, it's just fun. And he's doing it as an adult and getting paid for it. So it's like, yeah. Plus it's also fun to, like, live vicariously through him. It's like, oh, yeah, if I was on that show, I would have won the money. Like, you know, it's like a game show thing.
Yeah, you're describing me when I'm watching Wipeout. Like, oh, come on, just get back up. Yeah, you get hit in the face, but you get right back up and just sprint towards the end. Then the huge glove punches you in the face.
However, the last movie I watched. Last movie I watched was actually Batman Begins.
With Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
How's that?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. And with that, I'd finally watched all 3 of the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. And I have to say, that one was probably my favorite. I know everybody loves The Dark Knight, thinks The Dark Knight is the best. I'm going to say that Batman Begins was the best one. And then, obviously, Dark Knight is like a point below it. And then all the way at the fucking bottom with the turds and the worms is
look, Dark Knight Rises is, I think it gets a little too much hate. It's definitely the weakest that I've seen. But, you know, people just destroy Dark Knight Rises. It's like, how can you end any TV show, movie franchise that makes everybody happy? You're going to piss some people off. And I don't know, I kind of liked Bane, but I couldn't understand what he was saying half the time, but we're
survivors.
We're getting heavily sidetracked. I haven't. I don't remember the last movie I've watched, but I've been on a Netflix binge this whole summer. I don't even watch movies. I've watched TV shows, and I'm currently watching Vampire Diaries. So, take that as you will.
Nerd! I don't know. No, I'm sure
Whatever.
it's good. I'm sure it's good.
But one thing I've been doing recently is I've been listening to Pink Floyd every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I started with Dark Side of the Moon on like July 14th or 26th. Ow.
Was that their first album?
No, actually, no. I thought it was, but it wasn't. They made like 7 albums before that. They've been around since the 60s.
Shit.
But I would kind of just start at Dark Side of the Moon. That's when Pink Floyd really began. And yeah, I'm almost done. I got 2 more albums, and then that'll be the end for the Pink Floyd stuff. But anyways, I'd recommend you give it a shot. I think you'd enjoy it. They got some really cool album artwork, and the music's really unique and interesting. Do you know anything about The Wall? You still there?
I know that the Nostalgia Critic like did like a parody of it, and it fucking sucked.
He parodied The Wall?
Yes, he did an entire parody album of The Wall, and it fucking sucked. It sucked. It was so bad.
Well, you know The Wall story, right?
No.
Well, how do you know it sucked if you don't even know what he's parodying?
No. The Wall is fine. I'm talking about the Nostalgia Critic's parody. That sucks. Like, you don't even need to know anything about Pink Floyd to, like, realize that it sucks. Like, he can't sing. Like, nobody can sing in that fucking travesty of an album. It's horrible.
Was he trying to sing, or is it like a joke parody? Like, oh, I'm trying to sing. Kind of like a Primus thing?
Stone?
What?
I would never want to subject another human being to that kind of torture, but I think this is like one of those things where you gotta listen to it to believe like just how shit it is.
That's how I describe Nirvana, but people look at me like I'm the crazy one when I say that about that sacred band. I don't know. I used to hate Pink Floyd when I was younger, but not anymore. I just can't do it with Nirvana. I can't do it. Apologize to Zayn for me. I can't do it. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me.
We all know that you wanted to be the baby on the cover of Nevermind.
I wasn't even born.
I wasn't even there.
I wasn't. Anyways, I got something I wanted to run by you really quick.
What's that?
So, with the NFL season about to start, practically everyone who's anyone will do their picks. And there's only 17 games in the season, and they'll look at the schedule and they'll play win-loss, win-loss, loss-loss, win game. So I thought this will be an interesting experiment. Remember when you picked the World Series winner 2 years in a row for baseball? You got it right. Russell was like obsessed with it.
When really it was a fluke rather than like a premonition. Yeah.
So I thought to myself, okay, I actually follow NFL, the Cardinals, and whatever. You don't. So what if we did a little experiment / bet? Every week when the NFL starts, you pick a team to win. I'll pick a team to win. And at the end of the season, whoever has the better record, the loser has to buy the other person lunch.
See, you get on Russell for like making bets and shit and doing that, and yet you're doing it here. Like, I remember you were vehemently against bets,
Alex, because he
deals.
made bets every day. He made bets every day, like hundreds of dollars worth, and he had 15 parlays going at once. I bet one lunch, and all of a sudden thanks. Thanks.
I'm just saying.
No, that's like saying someone smokes. That's like saying someone smokes weed once, and they're being compared to a heroin addict because they're a junkie. You're not even close. You're not even close.
Bruh.
Sorry. Plus,
Sorry.
I know you love having people pay for you. So think of it this way. If you just pick randomly and win, there you go. I remember once I challenged you to a race, and if you beat me, I'd buy you dinner. And you took off running, and I beat you, obviously. But
Oh yeah, because I fucking I'm a slow motherfucker.
well, no, because you want someone to pay for you, and you thought if I beat him, I'll get a free meal out of this. Look at it this way. Look, you can pick wherever you want. You can pick Fogo de Chao if you wanted to.
Why would I don't want.
I don't know.
It's that's like a once a year type place that you'd go to.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare say that.
What do you mean?
Think about what you just said. What did you just say?
It's like a once a year type place.
Think about it. Who says something like that?
Zane. Fuck. He's brainwashing me. Fuck.
Well, you didn't have to say his name, but I
We
wanted
love
you to
you.
put it together.
Well, love you, Zane. Come on the podcast again sometime. And,
I like how when I pointed that out to him, he stopped saying it.
Oh, I think.
Good
Look,
times.
I think Zane like.
Is this
What?
a problem with Zane thing?
This is a new segment on Korn and Kock called "The Problem with Zane," and we're like have our arms crossed. It's like a video essay. No, I just think it's funny is that all the fucking time he's just like, here's my opinion stated as fact. And then we hit him with a different reality, and his fucking reality crumbles like a fucking window that's like slowly splintering, and then pieces of glass fall off until the whole thing comes down like a house of cards. And
You know what I say?
Look, his new car is really nice. I will say this. Zane got a new car,
Please
and it's really nice.
No, please don't do this. I know what you're gonna say. Please don't do this.
You know what?
If you
Stone?
go-
You know what?
if you
Stone?
go into this-
for you,
Look,
I'll drop it.
look.
I'll
If
drop
you
it.
do this, I feel like you almost have. If you do this bit, you have to title the podcast with what you're about to say. The two words you're about to say have to be in the title.
You
So
know
think
what?
about it.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna talk about it. Fuck it. That's what the podcast is gonna be called. Hell yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so Zane got a new car. Nice Grizzlies logo. It looks cool. Anyway, Zane has a new car, and it's a very, very nice car. It's a nice car. It's one of those cars that has like a sports mode where it like there's a higher threshold for changing gears or whatever. I notice zero difference when driving the car. He acts like it's God's gift.
Everybody doesn't notice sports mode.
That's
the point.
He acts like it's God's gift to automobiles. And I'm like, I'm just giving him shit for it. I'm like, I'm sorry, sports mode is not different. He's like, it's a little different. And I'm like, it's Zane, I love you, and your car is really great, and I'm happy for you. But I'm sorry, there's like no difference. I mean, the car roars a little bit louder, but it's like,
Yeah, it like makes a noise, but you don't feel the car do anything. Like every car is sports mode if you think about it.
maybe if you drive it, like, it'll feel different. But
I guess, but again, every car is sports mode. You know what it is? You take your foot and you push it down. There's sports mode for you. I mean, again, I don't know. I wasn't there, but that just sounds. Even now, it just sounds like something the car salesman just threw in there. Like, oh, it says the sports mode.
oh, an extra 10,000,
Oh.
extra 10,000.
Okay. No, not 10,000. Just an extra 1,000. But 1,000 out of nothing. I mean, just threw that little thing in there. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I tried to warn him, Zane. I tried to warn him. I tried to stop him, and I gave him the choice, and he went with it. Yeah, but yeah, sports mode, good time.
So yeah, if you were sitting there wondering what the title of the podcast meant, there you go. 54 minutes in, there you go. That's the name of the podcast.
Are you gonna call it sports mode? Or are you gonna be like, this podcast is on sports mode or something like that?
It's just sports mode. Just sports mode.
Oh god.
And it's gonna
All
like
right.
the little picture in the middle is gonna be like a Lamborghini or something.
Well, just Really quickly,
Yo.
what do you think? What do you think about the NFL thing?
The bet? I'm
Mhm.
down. So like
Alright.
first week of NFL, like we just vote on one team, and then like throughout the entire 17 season, the entire 17 game season, like whoever wins, like
Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure.
So every week, so you could do any. It doesn't have to be the Cardinals. You could pick. I choose the.
The Browns, the Cleveland
Yeah,
Browns.
yeah. I choose the Browns to beat the Broncos, and I go. I choose the Buccaneers to beat the Giants,
you
and
have
if we
to-
both win,
Do we
Sorry.
do we have to get both teams right in order to win the bet, or like?
no, you just. No, every week you pick one team, and that goes for our record. And at the end of the year, whoever has the better record. So if we tie and have the same record, nothing happens.
All right,
Um,
all right.
yeah. So, and again, you can pick wherever you want, and I don't know, something interesting. I mean, you know me. I'll probably pick McDonald's or something.
Don't tell Russell about this, because then he's gonna want to get in on it and like coach me. He'll be like, "We gotta beat Stone."
Oh yeah, great. That's a great point. Thank you for reminding me of that.
So yeah, I'm not gonna tell Russell about it. And if we do it
I'm
in
not.
front of him and he asks what it is, let's just change the subject completely.
Or better yet, let's tell him on like the last week of the season. And this is only for the. Well, actually, let me ask you: do you want to do regular season or do you want to do postseason as well?
What's the difference?
Regular season is 17 games and that's it. Postseason is like an extra few weeks.
Well, but like, what's post like after the Super Bowl? Like,
No, the postseason is the playoffs.
oh,
Yeah.
so the season is like the games that are the qualifiers to get into the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs, and then the playoffs are to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Okay, I know nothing about sports. I'm sorry. So I like
it's okay. You're all good. But
least of all football.
I mean, football's fun to follow, and I actually enjoy watching it. But it's just a big.
I honestly I enjoy watching like baseball and hockey. Like I would have to say honestly, hockey probably my favorite sport. And literally, I know it sounds fucking weird because we give you shit for like, oh, you do something once and you're like, I love this. But like legitimately, when I saw that Coyotes game IRL, that game was energetic. It was fun. I had
know.
fun like following it. It was a neat experience. And honestly, I would
know.
love to do it again. Like hockey is cool. And with baseball, it's like I've been to a few baseball games, and it's not necessarily the most interesting thing, but it's still decent. Like if you go to a game and you're like, oh, there's a chance you can catch a ball, you know?
Baseball
You know?
is laid back and chill to watch on TV or in person, unless you go to like a Yankee game or a Boston game.
On T-Wheat.
Yeah, but we're in Arizona. It's gonna be chill and laid back here. And you were there. Dion wants to go to a hockey game, and he wants me to take him with him.
I'd be
So-
down. I'd be fucking down.
I was gonna
Be
say,
awesome.
like the three of us should definitely go to the new Mullet Arena. That's what they named the arena in Tempe for the Coyotes.
Kill me now.
Actually-
kill me.
You know what? I just found this out. That's the name of the family that founded ASU or something.
The Mullet family.
Yeah. Well,
They're
the
all- They're all big fans of hair metal.
Well, did you think the Cleveland Browns? They're named after a guy, Brown. That was his last name. Okay, but the Cleveland Browns. It just sounds like a bad name. It does.
It sounds like a form of like you know Montezuma's Revenge, like when you get like horrible diarrhea. It sounds like that. Like, oh, you got the Browns,
I know. It's
the
like
Cleveland Browns.
honestly, as much as like I disagree with Zane on a lot of things, one of his best takes is just him constantly crapping on the Browns. It's because it's the Browns. It's such a terrible name. Almost terrible, because there's one other name I think is worse, and it's the Pelicans.
Even that, like it's a fucking like. What does Browns mean? Like a color, but it's
Pelican?
It's plural, so it's like what does that mean? At least with pelicans, like yeah, it's a lame ass fucking bird, but at least it's like a thing that exists, you know?
Yeah, but like, who are we playing tonight? Well, we're playing the Pelicans. Okay. At least the Browns, it's like, what are they going to do? Shit all over us? I mean, there's something there. Plus, it's New Orleans Pelicans. It just sounds dumb to say. And I know it's the state bird or something like that, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is the state bird. And you want to know what bird is on the coins in Resident Evil 7 that also takes place in Louisiana?
What?
The pelican. Yeah.
I hope you saw that.
I did see that.
You did? Okay.
We definitely got that.
All right.
Wait. Can you do that? Can you do that face again really quick?
Why?
Because I want to play a drop. It'll be funny.
Okay, you want me to do a countdown or you want me to just make the face?
Just do it.
Poggers.
Poggers.
Is that well, that's going to lead into this next thing I got.
All right, what you got?
You want to look at what happened on this date? Actually, let's just do that. Today, I got 3 things. I got, this is the day that Ronald Reagan was shot by John, what is his name? John McKinley Jr.? Let me look it up. I got to get this right. John. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Guys, do you know his name?
No.
No.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
John Hinckley Jr. Okay. McKinley. All right. Well, today's the anniversary when. Yeah. Today's the anniversary when Ronald Reagan got shot.
Sad day.
It's also the date of Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech. Big one. And then I don't know if you've know this. You've maybe heard it. The Brian Wells collar bomb robbery. You know that one?
Sounds familiar. Run me through it.
Essentially, there's a lot of details and it gets very confusing. But essentially, a man was forced to rob a bank with a collar bomb around his neck. And he did. And the collar bomb went off and it killed him. But then a bunch of details came out saying he may have been in on it. He may have been innocent. He may not have been innocent. He may have been screwed over. A bunch of other people were implicated in it. One person admitted to doing it. If you go on Netflix, there's a TV show called Evil Genius. It's a 4-part series. Takes you through the whole thing. It's a little graphic. You see one of the guys get, the collar bomb blows up. It doesn't blow his head off or something like that, but you see it explode. But today's the anniversary of it. It's one of the weirdest cases I've ever read about. And it happened in 2003. You know
what the fuck?
Let me get this right. I think the Martin Luther King speech happened on 1963. But I want to double check that because that's a big anniversary.
I probably should know when it happened, but I don't.
Oh, it was 1963. Okay, I got that right. And then Ronald Reagan got shot
the same day.
Yep. Yeah, the same day. No, wait a second. March 30th. What the hell?
Wikipedia, you lied to me.
No, this wasn't even Wikipedia. Wow, that's so strange.
Fucking Google lying.
Wow. I do apologize.
No, you don't.
Well, the other two were, on this day. Wow, I can't believe I got that wrong.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
Hold on.
I'm just fucking around.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. So I went on Google, right? Listen to this.
Yeah, what's up?
It says the same thing. Historical events. Ronald Reagan is shot. That's just on Google. Wow.
Ronald Reagan is shot by a gun? No, he's on TV.
That's literally all it says. But even then, that's wrong, Google. What the hell? You're making me look bad. I blame Google on that. That's not even my fault there. Oh shit. No. Okay. Well, just to keep things going, because I already deleted it. On Friday, me, Alex, and Zane watched a Slipknot concert on DVD. And
That was
Alex,
that. One of the guys, I forget his name. I'm sorry. There's like 11 members of Slipknot. I forget his name. He
9.
pissed on his fucking drums before he started playing them. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Also, one of them threw up on the floor, and another one like put his hand through it and was like rubbing it on his jacket for like good luck, I guess. It's fucking nasty. Like, I get it. They're supposed to be gross and hardcore. It's just like a safety hazard. Like, you're gonna get fucking like a disease from that.
Yeah, it's bad.
It was really bad. Yeah, there's that.
Weird.
I don't know. The music was good. It was decent. There's this point. What was his name? Who's the guy who was just fucking around the entire time? Like, he didn't even really do anything.
Which one? There's a lot of guys.
The guy with the gas mask.
Sid, the DJ?
Sid, yes, Sid, the DJ.
Yeah.
There's like multiple points throughout the show where he would like just start like jumping off the giant speakers at the side of the stage and like fucking crowd surf, and the security would have to pull him back because the crowd was just like tearing him apart. There was one point where he was literally like in the back of the fucking stadium just like hanging out, and he was crowd surfing. People started grabbing him and tearing off his clothes, and you just see him punching down on a bunch of people grabbing him, and the camera cuts. Holy fuck, it was hilarious.
They were insane. And now you see when Corey Taylor was like, nobody wanted to tour with us. I wonder why. Just go watch Disaster Pieces live in London and you'll see why. But anyways, I've seen that concert quite a few times. It's still fun to watch, and it was Slipknot at their scariest, that's for sure. And now you got to see it. So
I also love the end. One of the guitarists, he puts his head down. He's got like the Casey Jones from fucking TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mask on, and his long black hair is covering his eyes. And fucking Corey Taylor goes, "We have one more song for you tonight, London." And like a fucking comedy, like snap of the fingers, immediate cut to this guy. His head goes up and he's staring directly at the camera and looks around like he wasn't expecting there to be one last song. Oh my god.
Dude, my favorite part about that was it was a slow head lift. Like, he was like shocked, like, dude, you said sick and that was the encore.
The whole thing I think is sick. The whole thing I think is sick.
The whole
Like,
thing I think
Matlock
is sick.
starts at 10. I gotta get that's in 20 minutes, dude. It takes 10 minutes to get to the parking lot. God, that was so funny. I was thinking about that today at work. But anyways, yeah, Slipknot's a very entertaining band to watch, especially back then. And
and now like whenever they start a show, like flower petals come from the top of the stage, flutter down. They're like, "Hi guys, welcome to Slipknot concert! Yay! Everybody hold hands!" And then they start.
If there's one thing that Zayn hates more than Bad Drivers, it's Corey Taylor's clean vocals, which is very ironic because a lot of Slipknot songs he likes have Corey Taylor clean vocals in it. But
yeah, but that's not the focus of the song. That's the only thing.
it is. Have you heard The Shape?
No.
The verse is clean vocals. The chorus has clean vocals in it. Doesn't look good when your favorite Slipknot song has a lot of clean vocals in it. Just saying. Anyway, speaking of Slipknot,
to you. Oh shit.
you know what this is?
That's Iowa by Slipknot. Ohio
It
by
turns-
Slipknot.
It turns 21. 21 years old today.
21.
And I listened to it today. It's that album is like, imagine having a migraine that won't go away, and you take a nap and you wake up and it's still there. This is the record you'd put on. And then here's the other album that came out last year.
Metallica Symphony X2.
Yes,
I
S&M
forget.
too.
Oh, S&M too. Yeah.
And yeah, I remember we watched the DVD together, and I'd have you like listen to the tempo of the count in. You have to like guess what the song is.
Yeah, and then there was like a lightning storm going on at the same time we were watching it. So every 5 minutes, I'd get up and I'd be like, "Dude, I think God is smiting like a town like a
I
few
vaguely
miles north."
remember that.
Yeah, no, like during the show, like not during the show. Obviously, we were just watching it. Like while we were watching it, there was a really bad storm going on, like slightly north of us, and I kept looking at the window, and like, cause there was like a cloud that like literally like lightning like constantly, and I'm like, I've never seen that much lightning come from one fucking cloud my entire life. That place is getting fucked.
And I'm just sitting in the corner like, so what song do you think it's the next?
And I was like,
No,
oh,
it's not that one.
It's bleeding me. Oh, speaking of, you said that you would tell me
Oh.
what James Hetfield's favorite Metallica song is if we recorded.
You want to take a guess?
What? What's wrong?
Just take a wild guess.
Ride the Lightning?
Nope.
Well, I don't know.
The Unforgiven 2.
You're not fucking with me?
Nope.
That's disappointing.
I cannot tell you how disappointed I am when my dad told me that. And I even guessed The Unforgiven. And he said no. Unforgiven 2? Really? It's the weakest Unforgiven song of the three. You know how I am. 3, 1, 2.
I'm not gonna lie, that ruined my night.
How do you think I felt? I forgot about it.
Yeah, that ruined your week.
Yeah, no, car problems can ruin my week. So yeah, there's that. I want to throw out a couple happy birthdays
Sure.
to Daniel Stern. You know who that is?
Howard Stern's brother.
No, he was in Home Alone. He was one of the burglars. He was Harry and Marvin.
Gotcha.
He was Marvin. Did you ever see Home Alone?
I did a long time ago.
That's classics. Well, even Lost in New York was pretty good. And then he turned 65. And then the other one is Lou Piniella, is 79. Lou Piniella is he's a former MLB player and manager. You should look him up because he's got great rants and ejections. Like his face would turn red. He'd kick dirt on the umpire. One time he took the base and just threw it out in the outfield. Like he just took it and just tossed it.
Frisbeed it.
Yeah, look it up. Go on YouTube and type in Lou Piniella, ejections, and you'll see him. The guy was so funny. And he's a good manager and player. So that's it for the birthday wishes. There was another anniversary, but it's kind of a bummer. You want me to say it?
Go ahead. It's time for the Korn and Kock sad hour.
It's Chadwick Boseman died yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
He died 2 years ago today.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
To be so young and to just like of prostate cancer of all the fucking things.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, I know. I was scrolling through and I saw that, and I'm just like,
as mid as Black Panther was, you know what? He was still good in it. So you know what?
Hey, you know what? I actually liked Black Panther a lot, more than the average Avenger movie. Jeez.
I liked it too, but it's not the best movie they've ever made. I think we've said that before. Like, it's not a bad movie. It's just not like magnum opus tier. Like, it's just not.
Do people?
Oh yeah.
Do people think that?
When it first came out, everybody was like, "This is the best MCU movie that they've ever made." Oh, and anyone who said anything different was like immediately labeled a racist, and like, no, I'm dead serious. Like,
No,
if you didn't
remember.
like Black Panther, you were like basically you were no better than a Jim Crow era racist. Like, it's kind of fucked up actually.
I just know any Marvel movie that comes out, 9 out of 10 times people be like, "This is the best Avenger movie." And 6 months later, "This is the best one they've done." The next one, "This is the best one." It's like their voice keeps going lower and lower and lower.
Oh no,
with every
absolutely,
movie.
absolutely. It's
don't get
ridiculous. Every fucking MCU movie has their own fucking issues and problems. We bring up the MCU a lot. We talk about that a lot.
It's a great shit post. And you know what? That leads me into this other thing too. The 2022 MTV Music Awards are happening tonight, and they're awarding the best music videos of 2022. The year's not even over yet. How can you award best music videos for a year when we're not even in September yet? Am I missing something?
I think it's a little fucked up when awards shows do that. I think what they do is well, then it's like, why call it the year if the year's not over? Like, I think it's stupid. No, actually, I'm gonna leave it at that. I think it's fucking stupid. I agree.
Well, unless, and I'm positive, I checked. It said awarding the best music videos of 2022. Now, if they're doing 2021, fine. I get it. We have September, October, November, December. That's 4 months. What if on September 2nd, the best music video comes out? Well, we already gave the award away. What are they going to do? Call and say, hey,
They'll do it for the 2023 Best Music Award.
it's like, how is there something I'm missing? Are we stupid? Like, how can you say that's like giving out an Academy Award for a movie and it's like the 3rd week of January? We're not even 2 months into this thing. How can you give out an award for the best movie when we're just getting started? You know?
I
don't know.
I think they realize that most people are too stupid to care or realize. They're just like, music video.
They're like,
Clapping
what?
Clapping their seal fins together. They're like, I agree. Anyway,
Pussy.
after
Oh,
that,
that's. Hey, you know what? Before we wrap up, I got one last thing on my list here.
ooh,
Jurassic Park, Fallen Kingdom, or sorry, Jurassic World. Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World, Dominion.
like, which one did I like better?
Yes.
Dominion's the last one that came out, right?
Yes.
I liked the middle one better.
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom, yeah. Dominion fucking sucked ass. It was so bad.
See, like, it's bad, but dude, honestly, Fallen Kingdom, the first 45 minutes, maybe an hour, was great. Once they get back to the land and go in that stupid mansion, and then it turns into like this thriller, Home Alone, panic room movie, then it's like, this is almost like a self-parody at this point. I hated that so much.
I agree. The stuff on the island was actually cool, and it's like, oh, it was action movie schlock because, oh, the volcano was erupting, and it was just all action stuff. Yeah, that's entertaining. It was cool.
Well, it's something. And that scene underground where the dinosaur's in the tunnel and you see the lava and it's like, just like screaming off in the distance. Like, you gotta have something. At least for me, Dominion was just better on average rather than Fallen Kingdom. Hey, first hour is great. And then the second half, oh, you're going to hate it. I don't know. But when I say that, I still think Jurassic World, the first one might be the best of the new movies. But, dude, they got to stop with these Jurassic Park World movies. I mean, they're just some ideas that you can do once and that's it. You can't do anything with it. Can you think of any plot for Jurassic World or Jurassic Park that is unique and different? I can't think of anything.
Well, I guess like this one was kind of different because it's like, oh, the little girl's the spoilers. The little girl's the dinosaur, and we need to get her back because they want to experiment on her and like get her genes back or whatever.
Did
but
you say the little girl's a dinosaur?
yeah, she
She's
was
not a
like
dinosaur.
she was born from like dinosaur DNA. Or like
She's
her,
not-
she had like her mother's DNA, and she was like made out of a dinosaur. Or
But she's
whatever.
not a dinosaur.
She could be.
You made it seem like, oh, she's gonna hatch, so we have to get her back to this lab, and then she's gonna like evolve into a dinosaur, like when a butterfly. No, when what is it? A caterpillar becomes a butterfly. Is that the one?
Caterpillar becomes a cocoon, becomes a butterfly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I just thought of that. And I don't know. Maybe call me soft, but I just like seeing Sam Neill and Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum back on screen again.
Fucking
I don't know.
Fucking Laura Dern. As soon as I saw her, the only thing I could think of was fresh water, blue velvet, wild at heart. Here we go for today's number.
Can you imagine? I don't even know what David Lynch is doing, but that's what he does every single day. And
He's got more mental fortitude than I do with the fucking Daily Bup. Like he's chilling. He's mad chilling.
dude, what happened to the Daily Bup?
I'm gonna bring it back soon. I am gonna
Why don't
bring
you-
it back soon.
Why don't you give it to me? I'll do it.
No. Not until the
Why
year.
not?
Not until I reach 365.
What? Aren't you at like 283?
I'm at like 270 something.
So that's like less than 100 days.
Correct.
All right. So once I get it, how will that work? So I'll do it. You should. I want you to get the views though. So will I just film it on my phone and then just send you the video and then you upload it?
I don't know if that'll
Right.
work. I mean, I could just give you
Why
the
not?
I could just give you the account information and you like can log into it on your phone. Like I can always do that.
Oh yeah. Well, if I,
I can
send you,
entrust it to you.
yeah, I guess. All right, because I got some ideas cooking, and it would give me something to do every day, and something to look forward to.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do for the first Bub Cube back. It's gonna be funny.
Watch out, Finny.
It's gonna be
Well,
good.
We'll do it tomorrow because I want that bup.
I need the bump. It's mine.
I do. I want it. I need it. I don't have the Coyotes, so I need the bup. I got the Diamondbacks, but their season's almost done.
Oh, I didn't say on the podcast. I think you know this already, but the
What?
guy who created the Bup Cube, he liked my video that I made when
Yeah.
I was in front of people. I talked at a convention, or like at a convention that my friend runs back in July.
Yeah.
And at the very end of it, I was like, I'm gonna do the Daily Bup in front of people, and I mean there were only like 6 people in the crowd, including my friends. But I still did it, and you know what? At the very end, I was like, everybody in this room, even all the vendors in the benches in the back, I need you to all say shout out to Simple Flips on 3. 1, 2, 3. And like everyone in the room actually said shout out to Simple Flips, and I was like, yeah. And he liked it and retweeted the video. I'm like, this is epic. Hell yeah.
Dude.
The only problem with that was I was like, how do I top that? How do I top the creator of the Bup Cube acknowledging the Bup Cube role exists after I tell like 100 people in a room to say like his name? And one of my friends was like, get him to roll the Bup Cube. And I'm like, it ain't a bad idea. Just like actually getting him to fucking do it. That's the only thing. I don't know if I would be able to get it. I don't know if he'd want to do it. That's the only thing. But I guess I could ask the poor sap. He'd probably be like, the first question would probably be like, are you making any money off of this? And I'd have to say no. He'd be like, all right, because if you're making any money off of my thing, I'm going to kick your ass.
Or it'd be like, I get 99.999% of any money you'd make, and you go, what is 99% 999 of nothing?
What, of 3 pennies?
No, hey, you say 3 pennies, he'll be like, hey, I still get something. You know, that's like Lars. If it's pennies on the dollar, he wants it. He's claiming that. He's coming to find you because he wants that penny.
Lars is such a cuck. You hear
But
that,
anyways-
Lars Ulrich? You're a cuck. When's the next album?
You realize in November it'll be 6 years since Hardwired?
I'm calling you out, Lars Ulrich. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you the fuck out. Where is the next Metallica album, dude? Where the fuck is it? You said,
Where the fuck
you're not ready for the next Metallica album.
And neither are we.
And neither are we. Like, he has a side mouth. It's like, neither are we.
You notice how Lars in interviews, how he does that stupid head thing, where rather than just looking at you, no, he's always got his head like off to the side. And, you know, so if you're the interviewer looking at me, he's just kind of like, just, you know, doing whatever. You ask him like, so Lars, what do you think about Master of Puppets? It turns 35 years old. What's your favorite song on the album? Just be like, you know, I really like Leper Messiah, but I also really like Orion. But because Cliff mainly wrote it, we don't really play it that much. But you know, it's a really good track. It's like, so look at him straight at the interview, Lars. I beg you.
Oh my god.
He does. Look up any interview with the guy.
Why is he always chewing gum? He's like always got like some fucking orbit in his mouth. And he's like, you know.
I don't know.
He's one of those people that chews gum with their mouth open like a fucking troglodyte.
All right, well,
chewing.
dude, I gotta eat some dinner and go to bed and watch some Netflix. I gotta get in the shower too. Oh my god.
Okay.
My god.
Holy dog shit.
That guy's so funny. For whatever reason, he loves coming up to me to work and just letting out a little bit of venting or frustration. Like, he'll walk up to me and walk by and he'll just be like, oh, fuck this job. Or just be like,
What a badass.
or he'll walk up to me and just be like, this job can go fuck itself. And walk away and just be like, why me? Why are you coming up to me, dude? We actually kind of got into a slightly heated baseball argument.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, nothing happened.
We'll talk. I guess we could. If nothing happened, then it's not worth bringing up. But
Yeah, nothing was there. I still disagree with him, but whatever. Whatever. All right, well, you want to call it?
sure, I don't got much to talk about either.
All right, let's do the rewind.
Korn and Kock rewind. Play the clip.
Here's Kock.
That's the most beautiful Korn and Kock rewind we've ever had. So we spent 30 minutes trying to make this fucking episode happen because OBS sucks.
Should have filmed it. Like, one of us should have filmed it. Like, just take the phone and just put it behind us. That should have been the podcast. Behind the scenes of trying to turn this thing on.
Anyway, yeah, then fuck sports mode.
Damn it.
Pirates of the Caribbean. We're gonna do that baseball bet. Football. Fuck. Sorry.
You're not off to a good start.
Well, then you do it. You say some things.
NFL. There's an NFL bet.
Well, I said football. I changed it to football. Oh God. I'm at 90K followers. 90.5K followers. Next episode will probably be like 94. We'll see.
What's the name of that segment?
Never see again.
You're right in theory, but no.
Fuck. You can't. I have bad short-term memory. You can't spring this on me.
I just did.
Oh, fuck. We're gonna be here until I figure it out. Oh, shit.
You also told me that you just, in theory, throw away money by refusing jobs. Because if it's not like 1,000% perfect, then you're not going to do it. And somebody's like, hey, bro, I'll give you $10,000 if you just draw like a circle. And you're like, it's got to be perfect, dude. It's got to be a perfect
It's gonna
circle.
be the most perfect circle I've ever drawn in my goddamn life.
Oh, God. All right. I'm ready to call it.
Hell yeah. We talked about it. Good to see you again, Stone. Call you back in 3 months.
Call you back when the Super Bowl starts, and we. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, see you later. Alright, that's fucking. That's gonna
Is that
sound
the
like-
Taco Bell theme song?
Oh wait, oh yeah, the Taco Bell bell. Yes, it's the fucking bell. I haven't used that one. Remember,
Oh my God.
remember, hit the bell, subscribe, don't be a pussy, and remember, we'll always be your.
Is this still recording?
Oh yeah. Oh,
We got this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then you know what? What you just did? Run it back again.
Pussy.
All right. Remember, hit that bell. Don't be a pussy. And remember, we'll always be your.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
雪花飘飘，北风萧。